Even more outrageous and continuing fallout from Trump's completely tone-deaf photo op at Arlington National Cemetery. It's the catastrophe that will not go away, the screw-up that will not end, and that's because it represents Donald Trump to the core. Tone-deaf, pathological narcissism, dim-witted, and a fundamental inability to grasp the supreme sacrifice of our military dead. Well, Trump doesn't understand the ultimate sacrifice, but the families do. And one military family with a fallen soldier buried at Arlington is blasting Trump for his staged photo op. They are pissed, and they have every right to be. As we reported earlier, Trump's trip to the cemetery ended up breaking the law. Military cemeteries are off limits to any kind of political campaigning or election-related activities. In addition, the section that Trump visited, Section 60, has a specific prohibition against photography or videotaping, due chiefly to the fact that this section is for military personnel who fought in Iraq and Afghanistan. Now, to some, it may seem a little overly selective to prohibit photography and videography in one section and not another. But Trump's photo op demonstrates exactly why this kind of prohibition is necessary. Take a look at this photo again. Here is Trump with the family of Darren Taylor Hoover. Notice the flowers at the foot of the grave marker. Now, earlier, Trump rather reverently placed those flowers at the foot of the marker. And naturally, a videographer recorded this highly ceremonial gesture. Now, a grieving family has a right to grieve in their own way. But when you look at this photograph, where is the ceremonial reverence that was being offered only moments ago? Now, the family is facing into the camera with their thumbs up, imitating the completely unctuous gesture of Trump, who is sporting a completely fabricated grin. A grin! What on earth does this thumbs up gesture possibly communicate in terms of Darren Taylor Hoover? What does it signify in terms of his death, his sacrifice? That's the salute to a fallen hero? You'll note the three men on the left side of the frame are not making this gesture. Now look even closer. This family has gathered to commemorate the passing of Darren Taylor Hoover, their loved one. But just to the left of Hoover is the body of Andrew Christian Marchesano. The reverence that is due to Marchesano is completely absent. The family and friends group has completely spread out and made the site all about Darren Hoover and Donald Trump. Andrew Marchesano isn't even an afterthought. He's been reduced to a prop at best, as this family gets the staging all set for a photo op with demented Donnie, the guy responsible for these deaths to begin with. This lack of reverence and respect to fellow fallen soldiers is precisely what has outraged the Marchesano family, and they have let their outrage be known. According to the New York Times, relatives of Master Sergeant Andrew Marchesano, a Green Beret, issued a statement 2 days after Trump's visit. We fully support Staff Sergeant Darren Hoover's family and the other families in their quest for answers and accountability regarding the Afghanistan withdrawal and the tragedy at Abbey Gate. However, according to our conversation with Arlington National Cemetery, the Trump campaign staffers did not adhere to the rules that were set in place for this visit to Staff Sergeant Hoover's gravesite in Section 60, which lays directly next to my brother's grave. We hope that those visiting this sacred site understand that these were real people who sacrificed for our freedom, and that they are honored and respected accordingly. And this is exactly why Arlington restricts the use of photography and videography in this section. They know what they are doing. They are trying to prevent exactly this kind of thing from happening. Can you imagine how the Marchesano family feels watching their loved one's grave being disregarded like this? Especially for a partisan political photo op. And it wasn't just a photo op. According to the Times, a video was posted on Trump's TikTok account featuring footage from the Section 60 visit and the gravestones from behind, with narration criticizing the handling of the U.S. withdrawal from Afghanistan. But it gets worse. Of course it gets worse. This is Trump we're talking about. Dum Dum Donnie here and his cohort of dense dilettantes. When asked to comment on the Marchesano family's statement, campaign spokesman and Kayleigh McEnany wannabe Stephen Chung did not address the statement, responding only about the TikTok and saying, "The campaign will continue to respect the wishes of the Gold Star family members who invited President Trump." So, in other words, we don't give a damn about any military family who is not supporting Trump. Notice also the subtle dig at the Marchesano family, who are not a Gold Star family. Never overlook the unlimited ability for hypocrisy from Trump and his team. In 2016, Trump insulted a Gold Star family because they didn't support him. Now he's all about this Gold Star family because they support him and provide him the means to wrap himself in the flag. Trump and his team are beyond hypocrisy. They are absolutely reprehensible. Not that anything will be done about it. So it's up to us to do something about it. It's up to us to create the blue tsunami in Rovember that will finally provide the means for Trump to be tried, convicted, and sent to jail. And here's hoping that when he is in jail, the prison will allow photo ops of people in the parking lot standing in front of the section of Trump's cell with their thumbs up. Attaboy, Donnie. Attaboy. I'm Anthony Vincent Gallo for Occupy Democrats.